don't have to do live stream or anything, but let me see. Are you a host?
Yeah, I just started recording. Okay.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. I wanted to be able to save this for later. All right, so today's Tech Talk. Again, doing this a little bit different than normal. Today we have, and Jeff, please correct me if I say this wrong. Jeff, is it Weisbein?
You got it.
Yay. Okay. I'm normally good at guesstimating like how to say names, but
you
never
did
know.
better than like most people. So I mean,
Okay,
you got
good.
it. So like that's all that matters.
Perfect. All right, and Jeff is the founder and editor-in-chief at BestTechie, and of course, our resident Clubhouse expert tonight. Also, Monica Rojas, who's here with us tonight, she's also our internal resident expert for Clubhouse. She's been preaching this since I think Clubhouse started, so we're really happy to be able to do this for the first time tonight. And a little bit about our organization. If it'll let me get to the next screen, I don't know why it's going. It's not liking me right now. Hold on one second. I don't know why it's not letting me go to the next screen. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry about that.
You might have to take it out of presentation mode.
Yeah, there was only so much of my face I could look at.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. So our sponsor, Carrie Stamp, and I saw Carrie is on with us tonight. So Carrie, I'm going to actually give it to you right after I do this, so you can do a really brief intro of yourself, and then we'll get started with Jeff. So a little bit about Techhub South Florida, our mission statement, building South Florida into a tech hub. Techhub South Florida is wholeheartedly committed to building a welcoming, collaborative, and inclusive community for all. We put inclusivity first, engage with others, and are considerate to all, and don't sell to people. So in short, our community creed, we want to invite everybody that is a part of our tech ecosystem. We are currently a nonprofit membership association that has a little over 200 corporate members right now. And we do partner with a bunch of community partners, our higher education institutions, coding and boot camps, K through 12, basically anybody that is within the tech ecosystem, we want, again, included. These are a few of our members here. Just to list a few off: Office Depot, Nextera, BidTelect, Brick, which Mike is here with BidTelect tonight as well, Social Mobile, Digital Resource, and of course, a bunch of others. A little bit about the membership. We have 4 different membership, corporate membership levels. And so we want to give you guys exposure through speaking opportunities, different events, member exclusive peer groups, and so on. So if anybody's interested in becoming an individual or corporate member, please feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to go through that with you. Our events, so Tech Talks, like tonight, we have every Monday. Our community coffees are every other Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Those are typically panel discussions with like leaders in our tech, business, and startup ecosystem. Our podcasts, actually I just realized I have a mistake there. Podcasts are actually now, instead of Wednesdays, Tuesdays, alternating with our community coffees, also at 8 a.m. And then our food for thought are weekly introductory workshops, or educational workshops on Fridays. For anybody that is looking for jobs, our resume distributor, if you go onto our website and you click on the tab that says careers, we've got a job board there, and the resume distributor, basically you can upload your resume and have it sent to all of our members all at once. Last screen here, if you'd like to join our Slack channel, which I think now it's about 4,000 people. I don't know if we're over that yet. And that's just southfloridatech.com/Slack. Or if you'd like to be added to our Monday e-newsletters that go out every Monday afternoon, you can actually just text us your email to 561-250-7206. And I am going to stop sharing my screen. And Carrie, if you'd like to take a minute and introduce yourself and your company, and then we'll have Jeff take it away.
Thanks, Nikki.
Course.
So my name is Carrie Stamp. I'm in Tequesta, Florida. I'm a financial advisor. Over my right-hand shoulder is my associate, Ryan Swenson. And we work with executives and employees in the corporate world, in the tech world, and also in the financial world. If you are looking for somebody to help you answer financial questions, am I paying too much in taxes? Are my investments aligned the way that they should be? Or do I have enough money to retire on? We're happy to offer guidance and advice in those particular areas. We're really pleased to work with a lot of members and a lot of executives of Techhub South Florida. It's been a great relationship for us. We just enjoyed the celebration of the 5-year anniversary of Techhub. So if you're at a point where you are trying to figure things out, we're non-judgmental. Whether you have too much money or you're still in accumulation mode, we can help anybody. So it's Carrie Stamp and Company. We're in Tequesta, Florida. And thank you, Nikki, for the opportunity.
Of course, and thank you so much, Carrie, for sponsoring all the Tech Talks. You've been a wonderful supporter and partner of ours as well. And for anybody that's interested, we got some really cool pictures of you too, Carrie, from our tee off. I just posted those today. And Jeff, please feel free to take it away. It's all yours until we switch over to Clubhouse.
Awesome. For some reason, my just an app just opened up. Hold on. So what I'm going to do. So first of all, thank you, Kate, Carrie, and Nikki for that. I really appreciate you guys having me here today, and I'm really excited about this Zoom call because Clubhouse is near and dear to me. I've been spending probably too much time on it. So if you don't believe me, I'll send you a screenshot of my screen time, or I can even show it to you when I share my screen. But my peak is 33 hours on Clubhouse in a week, which is, as you know, almost as much time in a work week. So I didn't do much sleeping that week. So I've spent a considerable amount of time on it. So I'm glad to be able to share it with you. And it's a really exciting app. There's a lot that goes onto it. So I'm going to just dive into it if that's cool with everyone. Let me just get my screen. I'm going to share hopefully this works when I share my phone. Let me know if you guys can see that. There's nothing on the screen yet, I guess. So, yep, there we go. Perfect. So you guys can see the screen. I just want to clarify, Nikki. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Jeff, we can.
All right. So the Clubhouse icon is actually a picture. What it's been has been a picture of one of the a user on Clubhouse. So this one is this guy's name Axel, and he's the featured user. So they kind of do something special. I've never seen anything like that with any app to date. Before that, it was a picture of a guy named Onami X, who's an artist based in San Francisco, but they just changed it to Axel the other day. Anyway, so that's kind of cool how they do that. But if you open the app, the first thing you'll see is what they call your hallway here. So if I scroll down, you can see all the channels, all the rooms in my hallway. And my hallway essentially is my portal to Clubhouse. Up at the top, you see you have, it talks about the Hustler Club. That's the name of a club on Clubhouse. And they have a channel called 20s, Are You Investing or Flexing? And that's going to be at 5:50. So that started, actually, it looks like. Then there's another one. You can see the Mindset Monday, Gratitude is the Attitude, and so on. So this has usually the three most recent upcoming events from people you follow. So the way your hallway is, and by the way, anyone can stop me at any point. Please feel free. I'm happy to go in more detail, explain whatever. I want to just make sure we get through all the material in the allotted time. So, but feel free to stop me at any point. Okay, so you see the hallway, and the hallway is essentially all the channels from people you follow on the app. So one of the things you want to be cognizant of is who you follow, because that determines what's going to show up in your hallway. So here's here's a channel that talks about funnels and sales and marketing. I actually don't really, so there are certain people on this app that I'll just kind of say you should be weary of. JT Fox is certainly one of them. So this is probably not the best channel, but what you can do if you say, I don't want to see this channel, you can swipe to the right and hide it. And that channel will not show up for you anymore. So that's really nifty. Then you can scroll through and you can go into any of these channels. So here's a channel called Power Hour, Be Your Own Boss with These Healthy Habits. So what you can do is you can tap into the room, and I'm just going to do that. I don't know if the audio is going to go through. If it does, hopefully it's not too loud. I don't think it will be, but so you can see is when you enter the room.
I have a lot of
it's
friends
telling me
with a
this.
lot of
So, but you're not
downtime,
allowed to
and
record.
earlier
So that's
on
actually a good
in my
thing.
journey, I would
And
feel-
that keeps the room safe.
I would sort of question
So one of the
myself,
things you'll see
like,
is that this hand raising
should I be
icon down
resting
here,
as much as they are?
and that means
Should
if
I
you
be
raise your
taking
hand,
breaks
that
as they are?
the moderators,
And the
anyone
answer
with
for
a
me was
green
no,
bean can bring you
because I
up
get my energy
into the
from, like,
stage.
the Energizer
Now I'm
Bunny.
going to leave just because that's a lot of noise, but you got the, so you saw that. So anyone with what they call a green bean or a green little icon next to their name, that means that they're a moderator on the app. And not on the app, in that particular room. Every room is started by its own individual person. And you can add as many moderators as you like. And there's things that you should keep in mind. If currently, if you start a room and then you moderate, you give someone a moderator. I don't think my wife knows that I'm currently streaming my phone. But basically, if you assign a moderator, then they have as much power in the room as you do. So that's very important to keep in mind. So only moderate people that you trust, that are, in your circle of friends, and because you want to make sure that you keep control of your room, because they can what they call like anyone. There's no like owner setting. So another moderator has just as much power as you. So that's just something I like to point out. It's important to kind of know. So once you're in a room and you raise your hand, but once you join a room, the one thing that I want to clear up immediately is that you're not automatically on the stage unless you're added pre-event as a co-host or guest. If you join a room kind of randomly, you will not be on the stage. So you don't have to worry about your mic being hot when you go into a room. That literally almost never happens. Unless the room was pre-planned and you're joining and you're planning to talk in it or be active in it. So that's good to know. All right, so that's the hallway, and that's actually really helpful. Now, a lot of people, what they do is they kind of pass over the hallway. Once they have a following and friends on the app, and they're following a bunch of people who are following them back, what'll end up happening is you'll see, if you click on the bottom right, there's that little, the little circles and then the green circle. That'll bring up all the people who are following you back as well. And what you can do is you can see what rooms they're in. So like Taj, he's in the US, this US versus UK crap. And then, so there's Billy, who's in a podcast room, actors models room, looking for authentic and genuine people. So one of the reasons I'm showing you this is because people often will use this as their hallway of sorts. And the reason for that is because you're just looking at rooms that your friends are already in, people that you trust, that you know are going to be in good rooms. And that's how you can kind of quickly filter out the stuff that you may not want to be in. But it's really like I'm personally one who uses both kind of equally, because I always like exploring new rooms and seeing like who's in a room that I may know no one else in. That's just the type of person I am, but it is helpful to do that. So you can totally see who is in a room, and you can either, if you tap on it. So if I tap on Chris's profile here, it'll say join the room they're speaking in. And I can say, sure, I want to do that. Or maybe they're not in a room, so it just says they're online. Like Anastasia here is just online. Maybe I want to start a room just with her. I can do that directly from here. You can just start a closed room together, and then you can expand it out if you want to. So that's one of the nice things about Clubhouse. I'll show you right now is if we start a room, and here we go. See, the Techhub South Florida room is already scheduled. So I could start this room now. Obviously, I'm not, because we're doing this. But if you were to start a different room, you'll have the option to start an open room, a social room, or a closed room. And an open room is open to anyone on Clubhouse. So anyone on Clubhouse can come in. A social room means that only people you follow, and if you make someone a moderator, only people they follow are allowed access to this room. So this is important to keep in mind when starting a room. Now, inside kind of Clubhouse knowledge. So if you're looking to really kind of get a good room going, what people recommend you do is you start what's called the social room. You start with that, and then you get a bunch of people in the room who are friends with you, you know, and their friends. And once you have the room kind of going, then what they recommend is you open it up to the public, and that'll help boost you in the algorithm, which is obviously really helpful to getting more people into your room. So there's a little tip, something you should keep in mind. One thing I'll also note when it comes to starting a room is that you see this little add a topic button. You always want to add a topic. Reason for that is because that topic that we're talking about is the one that shows up in the room hallway. So you can see like that one in the back says tea time. That's a topic. So you can make it whatever you like. It could be as specific or as vague as you want. I've found, depending on what you're looking to do, vague works if you're looking to kind of get a kind of wide variety of audience in there, general audience. While specific can be good for when you're kind of, you know, looking for a specific niche, or you're trying to niche down into, you know, just a particular geographic area, for example. Like, for example, I host on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the Clubhouse, a room called South Florida Entrepreneur Club. And so that is kind of more specific. And, but obviously we still welcome people from other places in the country as well. But that's just an idea for you guys to think about if you're just looking to connect with people from Florida or the state, you know, the states, or if you want to get kind of a mix of people. Best room titles. I've been kind of experimenting. Like I said, I like questions a lot. Questions typically do pretty well for like kind of create conversation. And also the reason why you want a question or some kind of topic that people can kind of go both ways on, or something, or at least have a debate or discussion around, is because it automatically creates conversation in the room. And without that, then you're kind of, sometimes you could find yourself struggling to create conversation when, you know, when as you're getting started. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right. So once you set the topic, you can hit start, let's go, and it'll start the room and you'll be off to the races. So that's the hallway and the user, the kind of friends list and the starter room section of the app. Now, I'll cover a couple other things real quick. So one is notifications. Here on the notifications tab, we're at the top with the bell. You can see a list of people who are pinging you. Pinging means that they're saying, hey, I started this room, or hey, I'm in this room. I think you'll enjoy it. Why don't you drop by? Now, obviously, Clubhouse etiquette is that you can get pinged into a room at any time. You can disable those notifications too if you want. But it's also good to keep in mind that, you know, if you know someone is currently hosting their own room, don't ping them into your room. Because I've had that happen to me. It's like, I would love to join, but I just can't. I'm doing something right now. Another thing that you want to keep in mind with Clubhouse is that you can, where was it? You can set schedule events, as so kind of how Techhub just scheduled the event for at 6. You can schedule your own events. And you can do that by tapping the plus calendar up here, creating the event name, whatever you want, Techhub, South Florida. It helps if I spell it correctly. And then what you can do is, like I mentioned, you can add a specific people that you're connected with on the app to the room. So all you have to do is just select them here. So if I just select Matt, now he's going to be a co-host or a guest on this event, which means it'll also add it to his calendar in the app, so he knows, and he'll get a notification when you go live, which is important, obviously, because you want your co-host, your guest to show up. Emojis are also another good kind of thing to include in room names. People tend to gravitate towards them. It's because they call attention to the room. It's also important that, and I know we're running a little low on time here, it's also important that you have a thorough bio. Make it fun, make it engaging. Include as much details as you can and think of keywords when you're doing it. So people, your entire bio on Clubhouse is searchable, even the emojis. So if you want to assign an emoji to your brand or your name on Clubhouse, you can do that. And then people can associate that emoji with you when they search, they'll find you. So like if you searched South Florida Entrepreneur Club, I would come up, or South Florida Entrepreneur, I would probably also come up. So that's also important to keep in mind. And you can make, there's no limit as far as I'm aware on the bio. Mine goes pretty long. So that's cool. But yeah, you can make it, you can do whatever you want here. It's your space to kind of control. And I definitely recommend, making it fun and engaging to read so people read it. One of the other things that you should definitely do is link if you have a Twitter and an Instagram or one or the other, definitely link them to your accounts on Clubhouse. The reason for that is simple. You're going to see a huge jump in followers on those accounts from when you start engaging in rooms and people start following you. It's also the best way to DM someone through the platform because Clubhouse does not have a direct DM feature. So it's important that you connect that so you can communicate and connect with people off Clubhouse. The other reason is because some moderators who are trying to keep the room free of trolls, what they'll often do is they look at people's bios when they raise their hands before they let them on the stage. So having something tied to your account that links back to proving you're an actual real person, like that's not just looking to cause trouble, always helps kind of validate that for them. So that's the reasons why you would want to include a bio. Now is if you go to the settings, you can control notifications. I have include trending rooms toggled off. I think by default it's on, but I don't. I found my experience to be a bit better when rooms only from people I follow show up in my hallway. But that's something you can kind of play around with and see what you like best. And one last thing, I guess I'll just throw this out. This is kind of cool. So if you can trace, and this is completely irrelevant to anything that, business related or otherwise, it's just kind of cool. But if you see who nominates you, what you can do is you can trace your lineage all the way back to the kind of original user who invited, you started the chain of invites that led to you being on the platform. So for me, and this is kind of cool, I'll just continue going. My nomination comes back to one of the co-founders of Clubhouse, Rohan Seth. So that's pretty cool. And with that, I'm done. I'm happy to take questions before we move over. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions.
Can you share how people can get onto the room? I'm dropping it in the chat, but maybe you could share from your screen right now.
Oh yeah. So you want me to start the room? I just started the room.
And do we need?
So I just started the room, and what we can do now is, yeah, Joseph's in there. You can grab a link. There we go. Let me get Joseph. I didn't realize I was actually starting the whole room. I thought it was in progress when I clicked that, but my bad. But Joseph's now moderator. So if you just go into the room, it doesn't look like to be it's refreshing as quickly on the screen here as it is on my phone. But yeah, welcome. Welcome to everyone on the Clubhouse room. I think they can hear me. So yeah.
So Jeff, I saw in chat, Monica wrote there that if you guys don't find the link like on your phones, that people can literally just search Techhub South Florida is on Clubhouse and it should pop up because that's the name of the room.
Yes.
Okay.
What we can do is so there is a link. So there was a link that everyone was linking to. So if you just go to the tweet, you should drop into the room immediately if you click on the link. I can kind of find it. Let me scroll through my Twitter real quick.
Yeah, and anybody that registered on Eventbrite for this, that link was actually in the Eventbrite as well. So it was like in the post in the Eventbrite. It's in our chat here. I dropped it in multiple places.
Here we go. I found it. So yeah, we can transition over, but I will link in the Zoom right now the link to the actual Clubhouse room. Here it is. Oh, it looks like Monica found it as well. But that's the room. All right. So let me know, Nikki, how you want to proceed from here. And we'll
Yeah, I
get
mean,
moving.
unless anybody has any questions, feel free for you all, anybody that has any questions, to just take yourself off mute.
Yeah, I do. Jeff, can you send, we're missing one more invite. I guess someone didn't get it. Can I DM you a message or a number and then you can add them? Do you have any invitations left?
Yes, I do. I can absolutely do that. So if you send me a number, I will add them.
Okay. So I just did that. Okay, great. So Ryan, Carrie gave me your number, so I'm going to have Jeff add you to Clubhouse.
Thank you.
We have another one there in chat, Monica Kurt.
Okay, I see that one. I can help Kurt too.
Okay, thank you. I did like 16 this week, so I'm out.
That makes sense. All
I
right.
love the teamwork.
So should so I'm muted in Clubhouse right now. So
Yeah, so unless anybody has any other questions, I think we're good to switch over. We can drop here. If anybody needs any additional invites, please feel free. I'll keep myself available and open. I'll communicate with you guys. My email is nikki@techhubsouthflorida.org, or you can text me. It's 561-598-3317, and then I'll help communicate with Joe, Jeff, and Monica to get anybody invites that may need it. Thank you, Monica, for dropping it in there.
I'm having trouble getting into the Tech Hub room. I mean, I'm already a member. I found the gentleman who was, I don't know, who was just talking, and I can't seem to find. I'm struggling. So what do I type in? It says explore, find people in clubs.
Mhm.
Am I in the wrong spot?
Lisa.
oh no, just if you click the link, if you click the link directly in the Zoom chat,
In the
it'll bring you. Yeah, the Zoom chat here. There's a link.
Yeah, if I click that from my computer.
No, you're gonna have to click it from your phone.
Okay.
Lisa, I'll add
Is
you.
there another way in from my phone or no?
Yes, Lisa, I'm going.
Do you have? If you go to just LinkedIn.
I'm sorry.
If you go to LinkedIn and you go to the Tech Hub South Florida page, there's an event there and there's a link. You can get the link from there on your phone.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Thank you.
Lisa.
And Lisa, just in case too, I'll put you on the, I'll tag you on social so you have it there too.
Okay, yeah, maybe someone can just ping me or something and then I
Yeah,
can
that's
get it.
sorry, that's what I'm trying to do right now is
Thank you. That would be so nice of you. I'm learning.
No, it's okay. Is your name Lisa Brent and you
That's
help 4th and
me.
5th graders?
I'm sorry.
You help 4th and 5th graders through alternative education?
Yes, I'm the elementary entrepreneur, Nikki, that we talked on LinkedIn.
Yes.
All right.
Remember.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, you too.
If you can just follow me back, I'm able to add you there. To ping you.
I wish I knew what that meant.
Yeah, so you'll see under notifications. Under
in my
Clubhouse, Monica?
Yes, on Clubhouse.
Okay.
Okay, I've got upcoming for you.
No, you're gonna click the bell.
Okay, let's go back.
Yes.
The bell, yeah. I
And
see
then-
Monica.
Yes, you're gonna
Okay.
follow me back and then I can ping you.
Okay, so now I'm gonna follow you.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I'll ping you. So if anybody else is having the same problem, please just follow me and then I'll ping you guys.
By the way, I just sent an invite to Ryan and I'm sending one to Kurt right now.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hey, Nikki, Jeff. So I have it actually, Clubhouse, it's on my phone, and I see Tech Hub South Florida. It looks like I'm on in the room. Do I need to somehow subscribe to this, or is it, I'm not sure what I need to do now.
So yeah, Paula, I see you in the room. You have your party hat on. That means you're new to the club. And if you scroll over to the top, you'll see the moderators and the people on stage. If you want to ask a question to the moderators or anyone on stage, what you could do is just raise your hand, and then you'll be able to get pulled up to the stage. But in the meantime, you just be a listener.
Okay. So if I want to learn about like other like Tech Hub
So
South Florida, like Clubhouse meetings, like do I need to subscribe to this, or how does that work?
So I would recommend just listening in right now. And then I know Joe or Jeff's going to open it up for questions, and then we'll be able to pull you up on stage. So. Okay, does anybody else have any more questions for Clubhouse? Maybe we can just transition it over.
And Jeff,
Yeah. I just want to make sure if Kurt is still here, because I went to invite him, but it said he's already on. So he might already have an account.
So it looks
I
like
can send
Desiree
to Desiree
needs an
right now.
invitation as well. Jeff, for
does?
everybody, do you guys have an invitation?
Thank you, Monica. I'm gonna switch
thanks for
over,
attending,
okay?
Lisa.
It's
Yeah, I
Lisa
have it.
Brent. I'm gonna,
All right.
okay, Nikki, I'll see you in the room. Thank you.
Who was saying something about an invitation?
Oh, Desiree in the chat dropped hers number there.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna add her now.
Thank you. And then Kelly just asked in the chat, how does she get in the room?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
is
I'm
Kelly here?
already on Clubhouse, but I'm just trying to figure out how to get in the Techhub South Florida room.
If you give me a follow,
Yes,
it's just my name, and I will ping you
I
into
just
the room.
followed you.
Okay, perfect. Let me do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
So is everybody else in there? Is everybody good so far? I just don't want to close this Zoom out until everybody has the help they need.
Yeah, I'm working on Desiree right now. I just got Kelly in.
Yeah, it looks good. Thanks everybody for your help. I'm gonna drop.
Of course, thanks, Paula.
Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sorry. I have to add people first before I can add them because they have to be in your contact list.
Thank you so much for everything you do. I know Carrier is really engaged right now in a lot of the vaccine process too, and a lot of refrigeration stuff. I know that there's a lot. All
right, Desiree, I'm going to send you an invite right now. So just be on the lookout for it.
Very healthy and
Cool. All right, I invited her. Should be good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, so I think we've got everybody. So I'm going to close it out. Thanks everybody for coming. Thank you, Jeff, for helping, Monica. And I'm still jealous, so you'll have to let me know how it goes. All right.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Everybody.
Bye.
All right, bye.